Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to Finally Revealed. I talk about part 2 of helping callers from the U.S. when you're not based in the U.S. and you are with a call center. Obviously, if you are in the U.S. and you're watching this, these tips can help for you as well, because all we're really talking about is getting to a place where we all understand each other. So now we're on to number 4, 5, and 6 of our tips for this subject. The next tip is, if you can't help the caller because of their level of understanding, they're calling on behalf of someone else, or they don't have all of the information in order to talk to you about the problem, then you might want to refer them to someone else in your call group to address their questions. If they don't have a good enough understanding, and either you have other calls that you have to get to, or you have a person in your group who helps the beginners. And so if you can give it to the call to someone who can help this person who needs a little bit more coaching, do that. That way you won't get frustrated, they won't get more frustrated, and their issue can be addressed. The next one, if you can't help with the problem. Now, sometimes it's not the person calling, it's you who's receiving the call, either because there's been an upgrade if it's a computer program that you haven't been trained on, or it's a unique situation, or a different use of a product or program that you haven't dealt with before, or they're using it in a different way, or there's a different interface. It could be many, many reasons, but you do not, as taking this call, you do not have the answer for this person. Recognize that, please. I was on a call once and they wanted me to dump my whole program. I knew enough as the business owner that I wasn't going to do that, that the person was panicking on the other end. And so I just ended the call and thanked them, and then called back to get someone else and rerouted the call. That would have been very detrimental to my company. So we want to make sure we understand each other. And if you do not understand the person asking it, or you cannot help with the problem, please refer them to another caller, or have a number for the company in the U.S. that you can offer to them. Don't make them ask for that, because a lot of us will do that. We will ask, is there someone there? Is there a number that you can give me in the United States that I can call? And it's just because they're very frustrated. So if you can have someone else help with the call, if it's beyond what you can help with, or if you can refer it to a number in the U.S., please do that. You'll help yourself and you'll help everyone. And then the last part, be extra nice. Be extra nice. My experience is that most of the people who are taking these calls from the U.S., the people are nice and they are patient for the most part. Now remember, we have lots of resources available to us. We Google things, we ask other people. If we're calling that line, it's because something serious to us has happened. And we're in a panic, we're upset, it's taking time away from our day. If it's on a particular project that some big problem has happened, or we're waiting for a response from your company, or we're waiting for an order or materials, or checking on transit or something, the reason that we're calling is not just because it's the first place we tried. We've tried lots of other things first, and the stress level is building. So to the extent you can go all the way back to my first tip and slow down the caller, be extra nice to them, give them time to answer any questions you have, give them time to follow any instructions that you give them. Ask them if they have understood that step and if they're ready to go to the next step. Sometimes the people are calling are very insecure about whatever the issue is. If it's a working machine or a program, they may be nervous about it. It may be a very expensive machine or expensive program, and they don't want to make more problems. So ask them to take the corrective action, ask if they have done it, and then go to the next step. Or you can ask them if there's someone else there who you could talk to help try to navigate the problem. And they might be happy for you to do it at this point. You've come down, you're near the end of the call, or you're at a critical piece. And that might give them the assurance or the feeling that they can go ask someone else. Maybe they were afraid to ask someone else, but you prompting them will help them do it. I hope so. And I hope that this really helps you in answering those tough calls. You have a really important job, and your company's depending upon you. And I just hope that this information will help you just that much more. I'll see you next time.